suppose this is a taste of his own medicine. But what John is doing is saying, someone in the world called my mother. And now I will get sweet revenge by calling someone else's father. Someone who is unrelated to that.
He always decides who did it. He's always wrong.
Situation. Now, again, like, John wants to make the correlation that because Shuli and Carl and me and all these people do these shows, it inspires people to do these things, get his gigs canceled. What's tough for John to realize, because he's repeated these things so often, what's tough for him to realize is, A, some of them probably never happened. Like I don't know if a troll actually called his mother on Christmas morning or not at this point. It's just something John says over and over again. So who knows if they actually even happened. But also John is just misattributing the source of them. And he's taking out this anger. He has such anger for these people. But he has no way to get it out. So it results in shit like this where he's like, Mr. Igor, do you know what your boy did? And the guy's like, what? Who is this?
I have a college degree. I'm a very successful.
Klonopin and alcohol makes anger.
I'm rich.
What a resume. I have a college degree.
I've seen wars. Who are you?
and what is the...
And he's rich.
So, I'm just trying to play this all out in the world that John wanted to live in. Like, let's imagine the best case scenario for how this could have gone. John says, hey, I got a college degree. And the guy goes, oh, and my son made fun of you? Oh, my God. Surely get in here. Like, what's going to happen once you say you have a college degree? How does this all play out in John's mind? I guess it's that Shuli's dad calls him and says, Shuli, you better apologize to Mr. Melendez. Mm-hmm. And Shuli goes, I'm sorry, John. And he's, no, Shuli.
And Shuli gets grounded.
Say it like you mean it. I'm sorry, John. That's better, Shuli. Now, will you stop talking about John? Yes, I will. Like, that's how John fantasizes this is all going to play out. He didn't think one step backward, where it's like, what if Shuli's dad has no fucking idea what I'm talking about? And that's what we're hearing on this phone call.
I think it's interesting, though, we also got to keep in mind, these parents know their kids, right? So Shuli's dad...
Also, the way John explains it, nobody could figure out what the hell he's talking about.
Shuli worked for the Stern Show for 15 years, was the wrangler of the Whack Pack. You don't think his dad is aware of weird calls or weird people? Like,
right.
Shuli's dad's cool with that. Stuttering John's mom knows her son, knows what kind of leech and tart he is. And so these parents are, like, much more empathetic than we are of their current plight and situation because they know him, you know?
And does John ever think, that's a good point, because does John ever think, and John, if you're listening to this, we all know the dues payer isn't funny. Guys, he's never said a funny thing in his life, that son of a bitch. We all think he's terrible. We all think he's shit, Casey. Do you understand me? That's the bit we're going with. He's dog shit. Mm-hmm. So we all know Shuli isn't funny. Take that out of it. Take the end, because as the great Patrice O'Neill said, all comes from the same place. It's the intent that matters. So John, how funny would it have been if you got to go into the Howard Stern show one day and be like, you're not going to believe this, Billy Crystal called my mom and asked her to get me to stop making fun of him. Ted Williams called my mom. You know what I mean? Like, you guys made fun of people. You made fun of people you didn't know. Dare I say, you made fun of celebrities, John. You're the big celebrity we're making fun of. Yeah, you invented it, John. It was all you. So imagine how ridiculous it would look if Ringo Starr was like, yes, Mrs. Melendez, your son asked me a very humiliating question. And there were a lot of people there. It was a big press conference. I really embarrassed myself.
This all ends with John's mom and Shuli's dad in a boxing match in the dabbleverse. Ding, ding, ding.
That I would enjoy.
I'm intelligent. I got smart kids. And your son and his show harassed me every day. I filed a report with the kid called police, and he keeps on going. Now he's sending people to tape me at.
When he lists the accolades about himself, it shows how delusional and nuts he is. This guy is fried, man. Lady Di, you're gonna get a roommate.
Bars.
Hold on,
And,
hold
like-
on. So he's referring to the girls that saw him out the other night, right? That sounds funny. You're pitching a hilarious show.
You couldn't write it. You could not write that line.
I've checked out Shuli's show. I've never laughed as hard as I would at what you're describing right now. I'm thinking I got to check it out again.
This is where all the money. You send them over there, John. They have figured out how to literally make a cow give them cash. Congratulations, Shuli. God damn.
Are you kidding me?
Carl,
I said
oh,
no, but I'm calling this asshole's father today.
Gulp.
I will scare them into not talking about me anymore. And that didn't work. They weren't really scared of you. Fantastic. He
Yes,
might
good
be
one.
my favorite broadcaster ever. So he comes on John's show, and hey, maybe it's Andy Kaufman-esque. I don't get the
I think it is.
Maybe he's brilliant. He comes on, and they go, hey, Clearwater Chat, do your Stuttering John impression. He goes, oh, yeah, the dues payer is no good. I don't like that dues payer. Lady K has a mom wife. And they're like, oh, what a great impression.
It's meta. It's so
give me
meta.
give me a celebrity right now.
Brendan.
He said I had to talk over them a couple times, and I had to get my stuff out.
I had to get my stuff out. Less of a fan if it's a character. I was on with thing to me. That's hyperbole. There's a lot of most interesting things that John does. But this is certainly one of them. That John openly...
But her new husband has to, follow in immense footsteps. With me, right?
Size 5.5. Right, size toddler. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Now, wouldn't that make him already angry? Like, he's got to follow.
Why would you ever have this conversation with anyone? Never mind someone you're close to, or let's say someone you just met on the internet, maybe.
Every accusation is an admission. He's saying he did not like that his wife, she followed him with a guy that's digging deeper holes. You know what I'm saying?
So really the only reason I'm playing this is to find out, did John fall for it again?
Yeah.
This to me, it feels like an older tape. Because why? There's no way he's having this conversation with her again, right?
Well, there's no way he's remembering it. So that's
No,
I
but
think
what
we're
I'm
running into it.
my point is, you wouldn't reveal all this personal information to a girl and find out she's been.
Yeah, he would. He's trying to spin it that this is old phone call. But in there, he talks about his Zoom call at court. So you know it's now. He's lying. He got busted again. She set him up good, and he deserves it.
Recording you, and she released it on the internet. And then get into this conversation with her after all that happened. That's not possible, right?